Hi, hello. It's that time again. We are starting a new vlog. So the focus for these vlogs is going to be editing / the creation of my second draft for my fantasy project. Currently I am doing my reread for Project White, which is my high fantasy adult project. I finished it like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. I was supposed to wait and then start my read through. I did not do that. I just started the read through. So I have 3 chapters left. I'm hoping to finish today. I work tomorrow, so Friday when I'm streaming, my goal will be to hopefully complete my first draft revision plan. I haven't made a revision plan in a really long time, so I'm a little bit nervous for that, but also excited because then I can start writing soon. Each chapter I've basically been using my notebook and just writing out any thoughts that I had. I will say that a large majority of the notes that I have for myself, particularly in the first half of the book, are very positive, but as it goes to the second half of the book, not that it's not good, but I'm noticing inconsistencies or things that were supposed to be mentioned in the first half of the book that I missed, things like that. So I've been trying to keep track of it as best I can while also not overwhelming myself, because there's only so much that I really want to do in a single draft, just because I know if I do too much then I won't do anything at all, if that makes sense. So my main goal right now is to cut it down. It is over 240,000 words. It is hefty. I love all of it. However, sometimes we need to kill our darlings, and this darling is a little thick. So I'm going to hopefully be basically focusing on places that I can condense and cut down, and also fixing some of the smaller inconsistencies and things that are missing from the beginning that are present in the end, as well as adding some things to the end that were in the beginning. I did lose one pretty significant plot line, so I will need to work on that one. Overall, the biggest goal right now is to cut it down and get it before the eyes of my critique partners, so they can tell me if it's any good or not before I send it to an editor. So we are going to do some reading right now. Hopefully, like I said, we'll be finishing the last 3 chapters today, and then we will work on that revision plan on Friday. Let's do it. It is 9:30 at night, and I finished a few minutes ago reading through my book. I'm very happy with it overall. Obviously it needs work. It's a first draft, but I feel like of the things that I've completed a first draft of, this potentially needs the least amount of work that I've ever not needed. How to say that sentence? Either way, you get the point. It's not that bad. It needs work, but the work that it needs is doable, I think. And that makes me very happy. So I've written my notes. I've gotten through the draft. I feel like maybe I will take tomorrow off and then just come back on Friday and start making my actual plan. I'll go through all of my notes again once I've let them sit for 24 hours. I'll go through all my notes again and try and pick out what I think are the most important things to tackle in this second draft, while I'm also trying to cut down the length. So that's what we're going to do on Friday. I'll see you then. Hello, it is Friday the 7th and I was out today for way longer than I thought I was going to be. So my editing that was supposed to start today, it did start, but it started a little rough. I've done several sprints, but they were very short sprints that were not the most focused. I was sitting in a car and I was not comfortable and very easily distracted. So I'm home now. It is 5:30 in the evening. So I'm going to start more seriously now. I did finish making my plan. It's kind of a loosey-goosey plan. The goal right now is really to just cut down as much as I can before I send it to my editor, because once my editor gives me more feedback, I think I'll have more to go on, and also my alpha readers. But again, I don't want to really send an exorbitant length of words, an exorbitant amount of words that are not necessary. So I'm trying to cut it down, streamline it a little bit, and then send it out. Currently, I'm working on chapter 1. I decided to split for the edit the two storylines into two different documents, and I'm going to kind of edit them in chronological order, just so I can make sure that the individual stories work, and then I'm gonna figure out how exactly I want them to be placed in order. So I'm working on the first chapter of the shorter story, and it's going really well. I think my earlier chapters were fairly well written. I've managed to cut almost 400 words from this chapter, but it's like very small, like switching around my sentences and whatnot and tightening things up, which I don't really need to do at this point. I don't think I need to be that critical, but all the words count at this point in time because my book is so long. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm almost done that chapter, and I think I will switch to the other chapter in the other document, because I will be merging chapter 2, which is chapter 1 of the second storyline. You see where things get kind of, a mess. I'm merging chapter 2 and chapter 7 together, so I think I'll start that tonight. I probably won't finish it, but I'll put those two chapters together, and it will require me to rewrite a little bit of the beginning, but it should be good. So let's get to it. Hi, hello. I'm not sure what my last update was, so I'm here. It is Sunday. It is about 5 p.m. and I am just sitting down to get some work done. I did work this weekend and it was quite busy and quite tiring, so I have not done a lot with regards to editing. I edited both days. I edited a little bit this morning. I got some work done on Friday. I got some work done on Saturday, but not as much as I would like. So my hope tomorrow is to hit the library as soon as it opens and hopefully bang out a good chunk, or cut down a good chunk of the book. Where I'm at right now, I finished chapter 1 and I cut 375 words. I'm not really surprised about that because it is one of the chapters that I've worked on the most, like, in this whole process. The beginning has kind of been rewritten a bunch of times, so I'm not super surprised I didn't cut that much. But the second chapter, again, I don't remember if I updated this or not, but for the second chapter, I'm actually merging chapter 2 and chapter 7. So the combined word count of those two chapters, I literally just pasted them into the same document, and then I've been working on merging them and cutting down. So the combined word count was 9,455 words, and I'm currently sitting around 8,000 words. So I've cut about 1,500 words from the book so far, or from that chapter so far. and that's mostly from the beginning because I kind of felt like the first chapter in this person's point of view had good internal bits and pieces for their arc overall, but like what's actually happening in the chapter is not the best place to start their story. Chapter 7 is, so I'm just basically moving it up, which is fine, doesn't change the story, which is another sign that the first chapter wasn't really necessary. So most of what I've cut so far has been from the first chapter, and I'm getting into the second chapter portion. I hope I can find a faster pace than I'm at right now for editing, because currently I don't think I would hit any deadlines if I continue at this pace. But it is kind of tough around work, and I've been distracted on my time off. So I'm here now. I'm not quite hungry yet, so I'm going to get some work done before I eat dinner. And yeah, let's get this book edited. Okay, so it is just after 9 and I am headed to the library. I did not end up finishing the chapter that I was working on yesterday, but I'm very, very close. I have like a little, I'm sorry, you're shaking. I have like a little mini scene at the end that I need to read through. It's the first meeting of the two main characters. And yes, I'm excited to go through it. However, I was just too tired last night. I really tried, but it didn't work out. So I'm headed to the library. I had wanted to be there when they opened at 9. It's like 9:20 right now, so whatever. But I'm going to get myself a spot and do some work for the day. I'm not sure how long I'll be there exactly, but I just want to get a good chunk of work done. I also have been thinking about the first chapter for my other main point of view. I'm just wondering, now that I've put these two chapters together for this one character, if I could potentially do the same for this new character. So lots of thoughts, but we shall see what actually ends up happening. So I am back from the library. It is almost 2:30 in the afternoon on Monday. It was quite busy in the library, just like last time. I thought it would be a little less busy because I went so close to the opening time, but I pulled up in the parking lot and the parking lot was packed, and a lot of the tables in the library were taken, but that's okay. I did find a spot in the quiet area and I got to do some work. I finished editing chapter 2, and then I also finished chapter 3. Like I had mentioned, I was thinking about merging chapter 3 and chapter 8 together, and it worked out really well. I cut about 600 words between the two chapters, and I think it worked out really well. I'm going to move on to chapter 4 at some point today, but I'm tired right now. I am currently watching a K-drama called Hierarchy. I watched the first episode. I love the drama. K-dramas just do it so well. I need the formula to write stuff myself because it just works so well. So anyways, I'm going to watch some more of this show and then get some more work done. I do have an event to go to this evening, so that will take away some of my time, but I'm hoping to also work on chapter 4, which is the light is off, but chapter 4 is only 2100 words, so I could potentially do it before I go out today. It just, how much life motivation do I have? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go charge my light, so talk to you in a bit. Hello everybody. It has been quite a little while since I have updated, but that does not mean I have not been working. I am actually on, sir, go play, your feet are wet. I am actually on the last chapter of Act 1 currently. I've managed to cut just shy, like maybe 50 words shy of 11,000 words from the book so far, so I'm very happy with the progress I've made, even though it's been slow. I've been surprisingly busy and trying to do a lot of not work things that cut into writing time, which I don't really regret because, you know, having variety in your life is important. But either way, writing has been slower, I've been working more, and it's just a whole thing. So I'm off today. I had an appointment this morning and I have another little meeting this afternoon, so I'm going to write in between. I'm sitting outside right now, but I think I might go inside. It's not too hot in the shade, but it's not very breezy either, and I just anticipate myself being uncomfortable in the next few minutes. So I think I'm just gonna stay inside to write today.
Cute. I think the cute twins and she's a weird loner mom.
Hi everybody. Shay very kindly reminded me that I am supposed to be filming a vlog. 0 time has passed for you, but it has been several weeks since I have filmed a clip. I have no idea where I left off in my last clip, but I'm still working. Excuse my eyes being red. I was at my friend's house and they have a cat, and my skin is angry now as well. The cat was very cute though, but I am very allergic, so my eyes, they're doing their thing. I am still working through my edit of my fantasy project. I am about 60% through. I'm 60% through, but I'm at the midpoint of the main story, which doesn't exactly match, but because I have 2 stories going on chapter wise, I'm 60% through. But midpoint of the main story, I'm actually condensing down a mega chapter. Essentially, I want to make it so that there are no double chapters for a point of view. So like a point of view gets 1 chapter and then it has to be somebody else the next chapter. But in the first draft, I had 3 chapters from the same point of view, so I basically put them all together in a document, so it's like a 30,000 word chapter as the 3 chapters together, and I'm currently going through it and cutting it down. I've cut 7,000 words from it so far, so I'm making progress. I have a lot more that I need to cut down so that it is a reasonable chapter, but I am making progress. That's kind of what I'm working on now, and I think that's the biggest hurdle for the remainder of the book, is this really big chapter. From here, I think the pace is a lot better because I've cut a lot. I think I've cut 23,000 words so far. I don't have my computer up, otherwise I would tell you, but I think I've cut around 23,000 words from the manuscript so far, which is a good amount because my project was 44,000 words. So I need to cut it down a little bit. So yes, I've cut a lot so far and I still have 40% of the book left. So I'm trying I'm still working. I'm past my deadline. Unfortunately and fortunately, it's kind of contributed to my not filming as well. I'm just busy. It's the summertime. I'm camping a lot. I'm hanging out with friends a lot, enjoying life, which is important. Work and life balance, work, life, and writing balance. I'm working on it. So I am still working. I've been taking days off when I need them and enjoying my time and enjoying my summer, but I am getting the work done. I'm a little bit late, but we continue. So today it's already 4:30 p.m. We are going to barbecue, so I will not be writing right now. But when I come back from barbecuing, I plan to write all evening. I also have a stream set up for tomorrow, and I'm planning to stream for like 4 hours. So I think that will be a good chunk of work. So hopefully that goes well. Again, tomorrow tomorrow is a kind of going away party for a few of my colleagues. So it's the summertime, these things happen, it's fine. After the party, I'm going to stream and get a bunch of work done. So I'm trying. We're gonna make it through. This vlog is gonna end up being like a Act 2 and Act 3 vlog, I think, just because I have filmed so little for it. But that's okay. Let's finish this book. Hi, hello. It's been approximately 5 decades since I last updated this vlog. I deeply apologize. So, I'm in Act 3. I chose right now to put a mint in my mouth, and now I'm like unsure what to do. Anyways, I'm in Act 3 as of last night. I'm so excited. I'm almost done draft 2 of this book. It's taken me a little bit longer to get through this draft than I was hoping. However, I've also cut a lot more than I was thinking I would, which is a good thing because the book is super long. So, pros and cons. I've been working a lot more, so it's kind of hard to do all the things that I was doing and also do the writing. I will one day figure out the full-time work and also writing thing. Maybe I'll do a little experiment on it. But anyways, I'm in Act 3. I have 4 chapters left, and I've cut about 30,000 words from this book so far. I think I started around 244,000, and I'm sitting somewhere around 214. I will put something on the screen, but I'm making really good progress. I'm really happy with the story so far. I'm really excited to be done this draft. I had Shay read a good chunk of the beginning, and she liked it, which made me really happy because Shay doesn't really read fantasy, but she liked my book, so fine. I'm gonna do some more work today. I'm not sure if I'll be done this week. It's Wednesday. Maybe this weekend I might be able to be done by. It's only 4 chapters. As long as they're not super long chapters, which I am known for, it might be done. Hi, hello. This has probably been a very disjointed vlog. However, last night I finished the second draft of my book. I'm super happy and excited to be done. It took longer than I thought it was going to, but I think it turned out better than I was hoping for a second draft, so I'm quite happy. I ended up cutting just over 30,000 words, which is insane to say out loud, but I'm an overwriter. It is a problem. That's just the way it be. So my final word count was 214,522 words, which I know, I hear you, is still a lot. But for my high fantasy novel that's only second drafted, I think I did a pretty good job. So it's only gonna get smaller from here, I think. But anyways, thank you everybody so much for watching. I am going to finish putting together my document so I can send it off to my friends to read, and I'm going to take a much needed break from this book. I have some other things that I am going to work on in upcoming videos, so keep an eye out. Thank you again for watching. Let me know how your writing and creative goals are going. And with that, I will see you somewhere on the internet. Bye.